Happy Friday. Welcome to Torah Today with me, with Javi Rappaport. Can we say it together? The Torah is so relevant today, just as it was yesterday at Sinai. Wouldn't it be just amazing if blessing that comes down from heaven could be just perceived as such? We would feel it, and we wouldn't have to resort to intellectualism and faith to know that it's good. Life is so much deeper than our understanding can ever fathom. Let's take Parshat Noach. The name of the Parsha, Noach. Rest, calm, respite. What do we open up to? The story of the flood. The entire world is destroyed. Do you call that rest, calm, respite? Doesn't sound like it. Let me share some insight. Let's go back to the creation of the world. When the world was first created, it was filled completely with water. What does that mean? Well, let's think about the ocean. When you look at the ocean, what do you see? All you see is the top layer, just one layer of water. But really, lurking beneath, there's so much life, so much diversity and individual expression, but that's all covered up with that one layer of top coating, if you want to call it that. And that is really indicative of Hashem permeating the entire world, the oneness. Everything is an extension and an expression of God. And that's why the world was created. The whole world was filled with water. The whole world was filled with God. And that's the way it was. Some 1,600 years later, Hashem brings a flood. Why? Destruction, punishment. Well, firstly, the world was completely corrupt, did everything immoral and against every value and standard of Hashem's vision, of God's vision, and the eventual Torah. And so God said, I need to cleanse the world of all these impurities. I need to reawaken that awareness of my oneness. It's very much like a mikveh, which is a holy body of water that we immerse in for different occasions. It's a spiritual immersion, a cleansing, a preparation for something holy. And when we immerse, we are totally immersing ourselves, saying, I'm subservient and I'm connected in that oneness with God. And that's what the Mabul was. And it even came down for 40 days, like the measurement of the waters of the mikveh, 40 sa'ah. An absolute purification of the world for what? So that it would be ready again for that perception of godliness, to be receptive to that knowledge of the one God. And let's take a look. Did it work? Who's the next figure that emerges? Avram. And what does he do? He teaches, preaches monotheism, the one God, to all the people he can get in contact with. And the world is a lot more receptive. And here we are right before the time of Mashiach. And what's the description? What's going to be? Umalah haaretz de'at Hashem kamayim layam mechasim. The entire world will be filled with the knowledge, the awareness of God, just like water covers the ocean. Can we perceive that? Don't we see the entire world pointing to Israel, looking at what Israel is doing? So many people being aware of the miracles, of the hand of God. And we're getting closer and closer to that time. And here's our takeaway. Let's make every day a day closer to that oneness, to that awareness of God's presence in my every action. Do I speak kindly? Do I act kindly? Do I reach out, contribute value to someone else? Do I commiserate? Do I forgive? Let's make sure, let's walk with God, because God surely walks with us. Have a beautiful day, and Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Menucha.